Good morning. So, welcome to day 3 of this colorathon hosted by Vicky, coloring by Vicky. Woodland Wonders coloring special. And if you watched my stream yesterday or rewatched it after, I'm doing a page in Tomislav Tomić's Språkjärsbos. And this is the page. And I have done a little bit on it since yesterday off camera, not much, but I will tell you what I have done. I have used the same colors for the dress on this little fairy or whatever it is as I used on the mushrooms, which was Pablo, Indian red, Bordeaux red, I think the name is, and black, and Prisma Deco pink. maybe a bit of black here, but I'm gonna do more on it to make it more vivid, I think. And the other thing I did was that I used Janina, welcome, hello and good morning. I also did 2 more layers with the Sig Clean Real Color Wheel Brush Mustard, the same color I used as a base. It was so pale, so I did 2 more layers, but let it dry between because this paper don't take the water very well. And I did also the flowers. Rebel, good morning, hello, or good evening, good night maybe. I used, let me see, what's the name of that color? I used the lilac, also Sig Clean Real Color Real Brush, and I used it on a palette with a water brush for sunflowers, and on sunflowers I just use it directly on the page, so some are darker right now. I was thinking of doing some of them pink. I think I still can do that if I want to. I can change these pale purple flowers into pink if I want to, but then I thought that I had these red things on the page, so I'm not sure how that will look, but I might change it. And I did one more thing, and that was, I finished these mushrooms. Let me see who has come in. Lossie, hello, good morning. And Elin, good morning. And Sammy, good morning. I enjoyed your stream yesterday, the part I could see. And I actually had to make myself scrambled eggs this morning because we talked in this chat about scrambled eggs. It was good. Let me see. I did one more thing, and that was, do you remember yesterday, if you watched me then, that I was confused about these plants up here, as it seemed like they kind of just was up here and not down here. But then after the stream, I noticed that the bushes was also here. So apparently it is some kind of bushes all the way in the back here. So I used Spring Green Pablo for it, but then I thought it was too much color, so then I erased it all again with my Durant battery eraser. So now it's just a very, very, very pale kind of greenish, yellowish in there. Oh, you're working today. I'm sorry, Elin. Or you're doing a great job. Thank you for just popping in and saying hi. Let me see. Hello. Good morning. My family was a bit in shock that I was going to stream this time, as they are not used to me streaming during lunchtime. But today I'm doing that. So let me see what to do next. I'm kind of a little bit scared still about this page. I think I'm gonna do some more on the what do you call this? Is this a stag? Is it a deer? What is it? I have to have some coffee. So I think I said to Vicky that I could stream for 3 hours. Some weeks ago when she asked me, I was like, yeah, I can take 3 hours. But I get very cranky when I don't get food. So I guess I will stream until my stomach says I have to go. Yeah, I did one more thing yesterday. I used the same mustard that I had used here, but directly on the branches in the nest, just to make a kind of brown start there. Yeah, I think that was all I did behind the camera yesterday. And then I stared a lot. Oh, Marie. That's okay. Thank you for popping in and saying hi. Of course, go and refill your tea. Vicky, good morning. I stared a lot on this mistake, this strange dot here, but maybe it will kind of dissolve into the surrounding when everything gets darker, because right now everything is very pale and kind of boring. And as I don't think the paper took the water very well, I think I might switch to, now the normal thing would be to say to colored pencils, but that I'm not going to say that. I'm still going to use water, but I'm going to switch to watercolor pencils, because I think that might work a little bit better, because when you use the pens, they are wet from start, as if you use watercolors. But if you use pencils directly on the paper and then add the water and not use much water, it's like the pencils, the color, the pigment kind of protecting the page more, the paper. Oh, thank you, Vicky. Hello, Anna. Anna, happy birthday. No, I don't like water in this book very much. This is the first page I'm doing, so this is just an experiment. I had no idea. I didn't know what to use on the paper. It felt like it could take water well, as it's smooth, but I didn't think it take it very well. I think it would take markers, alcohol markers, better, but I'm not sure. I have to experiment more. I think this paper's it feels a bit like the paper in Marcia van den Berg's books, like a cardstock, and it always looks like it will take water well, but it don't take it very well. So I don't know. This is a kind of paper I'm not very good at coloring on, but let's ignore that and just keep going. Oh, Anna, it's her birthday today, and we were going to meet next week on the coloring book meetup, but of course, due to these times of events in the world, the event is cancelled. So hopefully in the autumn we'll meet again. Okay, so I think I will go in with the Inktense. Let me see. The Inktense or my Albrecht-Dürer. I think my English is so poor. I feel like I sometimes sound like an Indian, and sometimes I sound like an idiot, and sometimes I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry. But hopefully you understand what I'm saying. Let me see. Let me see. Lulu, hello. Have I missed anyone else? It's still very... Oh, Andrea. No, this is my only book by Tomislav. Let me see. Leah, hello. I have to have my hand in the way from the screen, like protecting it from the light from the outside. It's very, very light and bright. And as you know, I used silver tape yesterday because my equipment was crashed. Today I found my first small tripod, and it's so small, so I had to get it up a bit, so I still use the silver tape to kind of glue it up onto my microphone stand. But it also have this problem that it's kind of dipping, so I might fix this if I'm gonna keep streaming. Did you see my post in the stories on Instagram where I posted my giant silver tape mess? We bought the tape last year when were going tenting, but we didn't need to use it that year, luckily. But now it's almost finished. It's almost no tape left because I have used it so much yesterday and today. Oh, Kiwi Mom, hello and welcome. Let me see. I'm sorry if I miss anyone. I will blame the spring light outside. Okay, what should I do? What should we do with the drunken sailor early in the morning? Sorry, yesterday I was streaming, which I haven't done for a long time. I was watching your stream as much as I could, Sammy, and was chatting a bit in the chat. And then I watched a bit of this amazing musical, Phantom of the Opera. That was it you, Kenny? Oh, Kenny's not here. Was tipsing about yesterday, and it was amazing. So I don't know. I have been home and been kind of this turtle in my shell for so many weeks and not interacted with anyone except for some chats sometime and my work colleagues and my family. So I was so filled up with with what do you say, impressions? No, things in my mind was I couldn't stop my mind. I couldn't sleep. Oh. It was you, Lassie. Yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing. I got goosebumps. Ooh. I haven't seen it all. It's so long, but I saw like 40 minutes maybe. So I will keep watching it. So yeah, I couldn't sleep, and I thought I can't be streaming. I can't watch streams. I can't be social because then I can't sleep. But maybe I get used to it again. To people. Oh no. Okay. I can't remember because, as I said yesterday, I did see it live some long time ago when I was a teenager, and I was overwhelmed, but I can't remember it all. I can't remember what happened. So now when I have seen like 45 minutes, I think, what more can happen? But there are 2 more hours, so I guess things will happen. Oh, Rebel, thank you. I'm so happy that you say that you have missed my streams. I just don't know what to do with my time and my energy, and there are so many great streamers. You know, I always say that. I don't feel like I'm needed out there, but sometimes I need you. So that's why I'm streaming. And it's nice to hang out with you. Okay, so let's do something. I'm just not sure what. This page scares me. Oh my. Okay, just start. And now I'm talking to myself again. Willow and Saddle Brown. And I have to rewatch your stream where you did the owl, Sammy, because it's so soft and beautiful. And as I wrote in the chat during your stream yesterday, I really hate my hair right now. I haven't been dyeing my hair for like a year. Do you remember last year when I turned 45 and my birthday present was that I could go to this fancy hairdresser and fix my hair? Well, after that I have not fixed my hair. I haven't had the money for that, and now it's not easy to. I don't want to go to the hairdresser right now, and I really, really hate my hair. So I wish I could have your oil and put it on my hair, on my head. It would look so much better then. Let me see. How dark should I go? Okay. Yes, exactly. If you want to see that musical, the channel is, as Lassie says, the shows must go on. Yeah, my hair is so gray. And I have one of these, like concealer sprays that you can spray on your hair, but I really hate that because it gets really strange, the structure of the hair. Okay, let me see. Willow, oak, and saddle brown. Willow is the lightest, I think. I think I just will kind of close my eyes and just put some colors down somewhere and hope for the best. Although intense is kind of non-forgiving, as when it dries it becomes ink, as you can hear in the name. So if they're harsh lines, it can be hard to fix it. But if I ruin this page, I can just turn to another and forget about this. Oh, good morning or good evening, Melody. Hello. Let me see. Have I missed someone else? Joanna, welcome. Yeah, and it's not only the channel I'm thinking of. I'm also thinking of what to do about with my podcast, as the energy level is so low and as I have more intense work tasks nowadays. So I have to use a lot of my creativity at work, and I just don't have the energy to edit. I can do the interviews, but editing is not my favorite task and it takes ages. So I'm not sure. So I haven't done, I have an episode that I recorded a long time ago, but I just can't finish it. I don't know. I don't have that kind of energy for that. And I feel so bad for my poor patrons, and I'm thinking of canceling that, or should I? The thing is, if I would take a break for a longer time or even cancel it, I still would like people to be able to listen to the old episodes, but if I keep them on Podbean, I have to pay quite a lot of money every month. So I don't really know what to do. Or maybe my energy will come back now when the spring is coming. I don't know. Those were also things I was thinking about yesterday when I tried to sleep. But at least the coloring still gives me more energy. I still color. Not very fancy though. I just try to do things that feels cozy and calming, and try not to focus on the result too much, and not trying to learn a lot new things right now. Kind of back to basic, why I started to color, for its healing effects, and it's good for keeping your mind and your hands busy when you are worried. Oh, Marie, that's a great thing, because some patrons have left, which I totally understand. I don't know if it's because I haven't done a lot lately. It can also be, I know some have, people are getting less money. the economy is going down for people right now, so I totally understand that. So it's not a big problem. I'm just don't know what to do about it. No, yeah, yes and no, Andrea. I have tested diamond painting. I didn't fell for it. I didn't fall in love with it as I did with the coloring. I can totally understand why people love it. You don't need to think as much as, I mean, when you color, you have to pick colors and decide where to have the light source maybe and things like that. But when you do the diamond painting, you just follow kind of instructions. So I could definitely feel the calming, how calming it was, and one part of me wanted to keep doing it, but I thought coloring was much more fun, so I decided I wouldn't put my time into that. I didn't have time for one more hobby. That is another thing. For the past kind of like maybe 2 years, this have kind of been my hobby, but also like another job, apart from my real job and my family and everything you have to do at home. So I have kind of I have always had things to do. When I had some free time, I always was editing or recording or fixing. And I kind of hoped I would find a way to make it into my living, at least in the beginning. But then I realized this is such a small, even if it's a big hobby and a big community, it's kind of too small to make it as a living. And I didn't have that time to kind of give in so much into it and find a way. So, I mean, I have a great job, and I guess I don't have the energy anymore to kind of treat it like it is another job, because it took all my time. It have taken all my time for maybe 2 years, which have been great because I really needed something to keep my mind off worries and other family issues. But I think now when the COVID came and my work was more intense, it was like not hitting a wall, because I have not been sick, but I kind of felt like I came to a dead end. Now I have to see, I'm just talking. Solveig, hello! Bye, Elin! Sorry, I have to reread. Oh, thank you, Rebel and Elin. So what started this? Maybe it was the diamond painting. Yes, I'm so happy that I have seen some friends on Instagram that are doing diamond painting, and it seems to be really good for those days or those weeks when you don't have the focus to do coloring. So maybe I should buy one and give it another try. Yeah, Andrea, I know you are putting in a lot of effort on your channel. You are doing amazing work. I admire you all that do that. That was my plan and my hope when I started, but maybe when I retire someday, I can do that. Okay, so it's still just the willow. But I'm leaving some parts where the mustard is just showing through. But at least that's what I hope will happen when I add the water. I hope you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, I think so. It's so light, so I can hardly see the screen. Yeah, for many years I decided I didn't want the luminance, as I preferred the Prismacolors. But luminance do have amazing colors, especially the skin tones, which I have. But also the other colors, they have some pretty amazing colors. And I really like soft pencils, so I think I might save up for those. But yesterday when I watched your stream, if you still hear Sammy, I got this urge for these oh, I have forgot the name of these amazing Japanese pencils. Holbein. They also have amazing colors. Some very unique. Holbeins, yes. Or Holbeins, I don't know. Okay, that was the willow. And now is the question. I think I will bring in some of the saddle brown before I add the water. For some reason we started to talk about this Springtime for Hitler movie by this old one by, is it maybe it's not the title, this Mel Brooks movie this morning, so I have that song in my head next to the song The Phantom of the Opera, which is much better. I wanted to start with the stag, the deer, whatever you call it, because it's kind of the center of the picture, and depending how brown this will look, I think it will affect how I will do the trees next to it. I hope tomorrow Hannah Carlson's new book will come. I have watched a little bit of flip-throughs, but I haven't seen a whole one because I wanted to be a little bit surprised when I actually have it in my hands. But what I saw was a lot of portraits, which I always find intimidating. But there were other pictures as well. This is back to the willow. Okay, let's see. Let's add the water. But first, some coffee. You mean of the Hannah Carlson book? A flip through? I guess I could do that. Of course. Okay, let's see. It was such a long time since I used the Inktense. Maybe I use too much pigment now because they are very pigmented. Oh boy. Do I have any paper? Paper. Yeah, I think this is better for the paper. When you have the pigment down and then add water, it's not as wet as when you use pens that are wet from start. Oh, it's a little bit difficult to to keep the contrasts. I think that's always difficult. But if I let this dry, I can always go in with another layer and darken it up on some places. I wonder what this little fellow is. Is it a fairy? I'm sorry, I can't watch the chat right now. I will go back and see if you have written something later when I'm not using the water. I have to be quite fast because even if it works better now when I have the pencils instead of the pens, it's still, you kind of have to be quite fast as it dries fast if you don't want harsh lines. Oh, there was a little part I missed. Okay, maybe something like that, and now let it dry. Yes, okay, let's see. Oh yeah, you got the Solveig, you got the Hannah Carlson book just before the weekend started. So happy to hear that you love it. Maybe, let me see, maybe, yeah, maybe I could yeah, I will do. I can do a flip through. I hope I will like it, the book. Okay, let's see what to do next while that is drying. Maybe there's so many things to think about in this picture. I'm watching my Inktense swatches to see if I can find color that feels leaf green. 50. Leaf green. Which is a kind of moss green. I will show you. Leaf green. Almost olive green. Military green maybe. I think I will use this for the tree. And then I might add brown after, but I will do it more greenish first. Now this leaf will disappear into the background, but that is, I can fix that later. Yesterday we were talking about books and favorite books, and I remember after the stream some more books that I really loved when I was younger, and that was the books by Alexander Dumas. These adventure books like Count of Monte Cristo and The Three Musketeers. I was a bit disappointed because I tried to read them as adult. And then I realized that when I was younger, I had apparently read a shorter version for young adults. And the original version was not very good. It was much more boring. It had too many words, too much descriptions. That was a disappointment because I remember it as amazing. Okay, now it's very dark here. I might go in, probably will go in with colored pencils in the end, so now I try to not be so, I mean it's watercolors, I just kind of want the watercolor effect and not so precise right now. I will go in with some fern, 52, some lighter areas with fern. I hope you still can see. It's very light in here, so it's hard for me to see the screen. Oh, here we have a branch. Okay, I will go in with some water and see what's happening. I realize I'm coloring the teeth and the mouth and everything in the same color. I don't know if tree men has white teeth or green teeth. No, now he have green. He has green. I'm sorry. I'm not even good at grammar in Swedish. No, here it was. It's a lot of greens in this picture, so I need to find a way to separate the greens from each other a little bit, so it's a little bit different greens here and there. But my plan is to do these trees more brownish later on top of these green. As you can see, I'm not very precise at all. I'm coloring over leaves and his mouth and these mushrooms and kind of just the frame. I think that is the beauty of watercolor, that it can be a little bit messy and not so precise. It makes it more alive, hopefully. But then mostly I go over it with pencils, colored pencils, and then some of that effect disappears. Okay, let's see what is what. So, okay. Cold coffee. Let's see, I will do, okay, it's very, very moss green now. I really think it needs a lot of browns later. But let's do the same with these trees and then let it dry and make them so they are like brownish greenish, but so they kind of stand out from the middle part, hopefully. Let me see, where did the pencils go? Here. The fern, ink tones, and the leaf green. Leaf green. Or maybe I can make them more grayish green than brown green, we'll see. Now the kind of blue-green I used before disappears into these moss green colors. But I can always add them back if I want to. Okay, let me see, this branch was kind of cool. It went down here, behind this, I don't know what to call it, this bird elf with horns. So who is streaming after me? Is it Vicky? I forgot to read the schedule before I started. And a little bit of a fern. Yes, Vicky. Yes, you. Oh, so you mean you will get enabled when you watch bigger streams, so you have to sell things so you have money for to buying all things you get enabled to buy that she's using. Yes, a common problem. Mm, yes, you always get enabled. Yes, that's the problem with YouTube. And when you watch streams, as I told you, I wanted to buy the whole mine after Sammy's stream yesterday. And probably when I watch your first part where you did the background for the owl with Pan Pastel, I probably will want to buy those. I just have to sit on my hands so I don't click the buy button all the time. But especially now when life is slowing down and we're mostly home, at least I think it's really nice to have something in the post to look forward to when you have orders on something. This is the leaf green again. I ordered some clothes. I mean, I'm not out much and meet people, but it soon will be spring and I can be outside, and I just wanted some new clothes. But I saw someone earlier in the chat saying they couldn't get into their old jeans, and I ordered some clothes in my normal size, and I couldn't put them on. They were too small, and it annoyed me so much. So I don't know why I keep buying clothes, because especially when you can't test them before, you have to send them back, and it's so irritating. Then you have to go to that post office again, and I try to be as little as possible out where people are. So I have 2 more clothes coming, but I have no hope that they will fit. We'll see. But I did buy a curtain, a spring curtain, and that, at least that looked good. Okay, I can hear a family problem here. Still soon coming. Coming soon. Nej, men alltså man vill ha kontroll. Okay. Oh boy, I'm sorry. Sorry. This is also one of the reasons I'm not streaming or podding much now. When the family is home all the time, it's not easy to find a time. Okay, let's see how that looks. Samina, welcome. No, Samina is not it. Sammy! I read Samina. Louise, hello. If I have missed you. Okay, so let's see. So how is the weather where you are? Here it's, let me see, it's a bit dull. It's gray. Yesterday it was sunny, but today it's more cloudy. But at least we have plus and not minus, so no snow today. In April we have mostly very strange weather where it's one day it can be kind of like winter and next day it can be like summer or at least spring, and then suddenly the snow can come again and the rain. It's lovely, mild and sunny. Ooh, nice. And you have autumn. Oh, it's 11 p.m. and dark. No, then the weather is what would you say? Ignificent. I can't say that. It's not important. Was what I tried to say. And in England, Sammy, we're sunny but not hot. Mildish. The nights are nippy, which means a bit cold. Thank you for telling me what nippy was, because I don't know. Ignificent maybe. Sunshine and almost 15 degrees here in South Sweden. Nice. Yeah, this time of the year it's very, very different, the weather in Sweden, depending on where you live. Here where I live in the northern parts, or if you live in southern Sweden, you think this is the northern part of Sweden, which is, of course, but Sweden is a very long country. Not very wide, but long. And there are a lot of country above me as well. But yeah, this time it's kind of spring. I can see on Instagram when you post these spring flowers, and here it's so far away. It seems far away. Here it's more like a winterish feeling, even if it's starting to go away, the snow. Hello, little tree man. You are 200 kilometers south of me, Marie, and you are just south of the middle point of Sweden. Yes. Yes, that's cool. So you're kind of in the middle of Sweden, although it's so kind of high up in the north. Now, I know I always have to kind of use my imagination when I read your messages, as your phone is bewitched, Marie. I agree, Sammy. I also think that is so fascinating. It never stops to awe me, these different time zones and even different seasons. I can understand it in my brain on some level, but still I can't understand it. It's so strange. Okay, what to do with the poor man's head? And when I asked you, Vicky, when you told me what time I had for in the streamathon, and I said, is it my time or some other time? You said that we had the same time, so I was like, oh yeah, of course we can have the same time zone as well in the world, not always different. Goodbye, cold coffee. Okay. So let's see what to do next. I have no idea what to do about the wings, because they are like bird wings, but it's not a bird. It's like this eagle. And it kind of depends on how I will do the background, which I think will be some kind of blue maybe. Okay, have you dried yet? Maybe not totally. So I wonder. What to do next? Maybe I could do the grass up here and try to make it not so olive, to give it another kind of green. But what kind of? I think I will try the hooker's green, Inktense, and the felt green. Yes, I will start with those. Maybe some apple green if I want something really light. Felt green. Yeah, I haven't seen Peter Hewitt on her channel for a long time. That's true. She is missed. And a bit of apple green. Oops. And hooker's green. I think she was the first channel for many people in this community. Oh, there is a lot of different greens. Let's see how this will look. Maram, welcome. And back to the felt green. Oops. Apple green again. Of course, go and take a shower, Lossie. I really have to remind myself now when I'm home all the time that I have to take a shower sometime. It's easy just to walk around in comfy clothes and put the hair up in with a rubber band. Okay. Maybe a bit more of the felt green. Oops. I'm playing drums with my pencils on my lamp. Okay, let's see. Maybe a little bit more of the apple green. And the felt green. Okay, let's see what that, oops. Good morning, Mona. Welcome to the third day of this Woodland Wonders coloring special. Ooh, very bright green. I might have to tone this down after. It's almost sticking in my eyes. It's the apple green. Oops, that was his feet. Oh, green feet. Well, well. Yes, very, very green. Ooh. I will tone this down later. But now it needs to dry first. And I think I would try something. I would take the apple green. No, maybe the fern. No. No, that was hooker's green. Okay. Where did the fern go? There. Felt green. Fern. Felt. Where is the fern? Oh no, now it starts. Oh, 52 is the number. Okay, it's lost right now, so apparently I will not use that. I don't know how to do the bushes behind all this. What is this? Yellow green? How yellow is it? I think I still need to think about that. Maybe I can I think I will go in with this fern. Here it is. Here is the fern. The fern and the leaf green on some of the branches, but they are so thin, so it's a little bit difficult. And some iron green, which is a kind of iron green is like this, a bit of bluish green. I will add some of that, as I already unintentionally yesterday put in some of that color. Oops. I will see how that look. I'm totally outside of the lines, but I don't think that matters very much. So my streaming plan is to not stream next week, but then be streaming the weekend after that, I think in the beginning of May. Not sure about this blue-green, but maybe. I will fill in a bit on these darkest leaves. Iron green. I think I will use it all the way. Next to this line, the frame. I hope so, Sammy, that my smudging is that I can fix it so it looks like I intended to do, like that. Sometimes you can and sometimes you can't. So now when we have stayed home, I mean we stay home a lot in normal times, but now even more. I think the highlights of the days are the meal, the dinner, because for lunch I usually don't do so advanced things, but for dinners a little bit more advanced. So the dinner is one of the highlights of the day, and then the post, especially if you have ordered something and are waiting to see if it's there. There are two of the highlights of the day, more than ever. Maybe a bit here. How far out do I want this? big nose. I try to tone down the olive colors, the moss green I used before, but it's there in the background. I hope it will look good. Oh, Louise, goodbye. Sorry, laundry day. That's something you have to do. That's something I have to do as well, which I tend to try to ignore. But after this, I have to do that as well. Okie dokie. Let's see what's happening now when we add some of the water. You never exactly know how the pigment will work together with the water. At least I don't. Sorry. Oh, there went the Derwent battery eraser, which I also have. Talking about tape, I have taped it because I dropped it so often in the floor, so it broke all the time. I hope you can see. It's, as I said, very light in here, so it's hard for me to see what's on the screen. Okay, so far these trees are not brown at all, they are green. But I think I will go in with some more brown also when these have dried, to kind of pick up some of the browns, but a darker tone from the deer. That's totally fine. Go and fix some things. Oh boy, now I have colored on top of the mushrooms with green, and that was not my intention. But luckily it hadn't dried, so I could take it away with a water brush. Oh, Vicky, you like it? Thank you. I was happy when I did it yesterday on the stream, but then when I watched it later and kind of took a picture of it, it was so bleak. Which is, of course, wasn't strange because it was the first layer, but now it kind of start to look a bit better. Okay, so now the mushrooms have a lot of, and the flowers, a lot of green in it, because I wasn't so precise. But maybe that will work anyway. Okay, so now it's very blue-green up here, and not. I think I will add a little bit more mossy tones up here when it have dried, to kind of make it look more like it fits together. I'm not sure though. And I think I'll do the other tree the same way with this iron green. I don't think I will have so much of it in this middle tree. I will try to make the other ones, or maybe it's the same tree. Now when I come to think about it, maybe it's the same tree, but it has this very deep rafts in them. Maybe it is. So maybe I should have some of this color to make it look more like the same tree. Because if it's not like that, if it's 3 different trees, then the face is going on top of them all. Oh, Helle, I'm so happy you could be here. Have a nice day and see you another time, and see you on Instagram. I haven't dared to color in Kirby Roseanne's Worlds Within Worlds, so maybe that will be a next challenge. This is the leaf green again. The leaf green? Yeah, the leaf green. And the iron green. And where does this tree ends? It's up here. These trees make me think of these ants in Lord of the Rings. And these branch a little bit iron green, just a little bit, and a little bit iron green here on top of the leaf green, or was it fern? Okay, let's see what's happened when I add the water. So tiny, small areas, so I totally color on the wrong side of the lines a lot, but I think that is okay. Hello, tree man. Oh, now it dried too quickly, so it got a little bit strange line here, but that's okay. No one will look that close. Welcome back, Lossie. Yeah, that's true. You feel human again. I have the same feeling. I kind of try to ignore that I have to take a shower for the longest, but then when I just give up and realize I have to do it, and then I feel like a human after. So I don't know why it is sometimes so hard to just do it. Loss, the swamp monster from the sea, from the deep. Even worse. Oh, I wish we could see that. Now we just have to make up our own images in our head. Lossy before showering and after. Yeah, I think these trees needs more brown in it, because everything is just green right now, except from the animal. Which I did a little bit of black in the eyes yesterday, just to see the eyes look more like an eye. I think eyes is different always, but animal eyes, I always just do them kind of blackish. Oh yeah, this little branch. Okay, and there are a lot of branches going out from him, but I think maybe could I use was it leaf green or fern? Leaf green. Fern is the lighter one. Okay, I will go in with some fern on them. I think I used the brick beige, Sig brick beige yesterday on all the branches, but I will try to make the ones coming out directly from the tree look more moss greenish. And the same on the other tree. Let me see, where does this go? There. And there. And maybe that was it. I think so, except for those ones, but I will ignore those branches, or maybe I can do them a little bit sticking out more. Oops, I totally missed the little branch. I think when I take a picture of this and put it on Instagram, I think I will have to edit it, or what do you say? Oh, I can't find the word, but you know, make it smaller so you don't see all the dots in the white frame. Okay, here is the branch, and here. Crop it, thank you, yes, I have to crop it. Thank you. Okay, and this is leaf green. So some of the branches will be a little bit darker. And here we have these dots. I'll fill them in with this leaf green. This would be so much easier if I didn't use the Inktense, if I used a colored pencil instead. But maybe this will work. Oh, on his nose. Okay, let's see. They don't look so nice, these ones. Hi, Birgitte. They don't look as nice as the ones in Lord of the Rings, I think. They have so small eyes, these ones. But I don't think it's evil. It's not an evil tree. I hope. And who is living here in the tree? Is it this one? Or is it the birds? Or is it something that you can't see? Lasse, you think he looks friendly? Okay, maybe I have to just see him from a distance. So I can see that too. Hej!
Vill du att pappa ska ge dig maten?
Vad är det för mat?
Mackor.
Och då finns det en till mig?
Ja. Jag orkar inte, jag mådde dåligt liksom.
Jag förstår, jag kan ta en macka. Vad är klockan?
Jag måste bli dålig.
Men gubben.
Det är därför du får macka.
Men ska du inte spara den till sen då?
Nej.
Okej.
Jag var inte 13 år gammal till och du får.
Okej. Och då kan du bära in den?
Det vet jag.
Men du kan inte göra det.
Jo, jag kan göra det. Förlåt.
Bara på... Nej men gubben, vadå?
Jag mår dåligt.
Ja, men det är väl inte ditt fel? I might get some lunch served here. Lucky me. But unlucky you, because now you will have to listen to me chew. Maybe I have to do as you did yesterday, Sammy, when you muted when you were sharpening your pencils.
Men du måste ju äta lunch. men du måste ju tänka mer på din egen hälsa än mål.
Jo, men alltså jag var inte så hungrig.
Jag
hade tänkt sluta när jag blev hungrig. Tack.
Jag kommer känna mig längre.
Tack snälla. Ja. Jag hoppas det. Tack, men jag kan äta med handen. Jag tror det är lättare. Ja, tack snälla. Jo, men det gör jag. Do you want to see my lunch? I got a toast with some mushroom sauce and gruyere, I think. So I will try to color with my right hand and eat with my left hand. Sorry. I know that when people in the TV show I'm working with behind the scenes, when people are eating in TV, we always get complaints. And I guess this is even worse. Sorry. Norwegian colorist, welcome. Hello. Yeah, you understand all the Swedish. Of course. That's good. Mostly I understand Norwegian too. But once when I was in Norway and I was really, really tired and I tried to ask about where a store was, I couldn't understand them at all. And I felt so ashamed of myself, so I didn't dare to say that I didn't understand and ask them to tell it in English. So instead, I almost cried and went out to my husband and said that we were going to go to a store called Bolibompen, which it wasn't called, but that was what I heard, and we couldn't find that store, of course. And we were so hungry, and no store was open except from that Bolibompen. So sometimes I guess it depends on where in Norway you live, maybe. Or maybe it depends on the level of energy in my body, how long time since it was I ate. I will take that leaf green again and do the dots on this side as well. Let me see. There is one. Oh, you had lunch a minute ago, Vicky, so you are ready to go for your stream then. What did you eat? And you are still nibbling on your dinner, Melody. What is it? What are you eating? I always want to know. Bye, Solveig. Thank you for being here. Chicken soup and fish with rice. Ah. And you also had lunch, Janina, crepes and cookies. And how you want them, of course. Oh, Susan, hello and welcome. We are talking about what we are eating. So crepes and chicken soup and fish and rice. And I have my toast here. Sorry, I'm going to take one more. All the cheese came off at the same time. Yeah, Andrea, I can understand that. Time for lunch. See you later. Okay, back to the fern. Can you? Oh, sorry. I think I colored outside the frame. Sorry. I really should sharpen this soon. You can see how not sharpen it is. Okay. Let's see, where is the water? Maybe I should have done the branches, these small ones, with pencils instead. Like polychromos or something else that can hold a sharp point for a time. But let's do it like this, a little bit unprecise. And then I crop the picture when I'm gonna upload it, so people don't see all the mess outside the picture, just inside the mess inside the picture. Okay, where did I put in the color? I don't remember anymore where I have gone over it with water and not. I think maybe everywhere, maybe. Okay. And now I think it's time for something more on this animal. And let me see what to use. The oak and maybe some sepia ink. Still using the ink tens. Oak and sepia ink. And maybe some willow and saddle brown too. Let's see. Yeah, paint by number is good. That is also, it's almost, I think paint by number is quite similar to diamond painting. This is sepia ink. Inktense sepia ink. In case you want to know what I'm using. And I think I will use that for the feet. Yeah, the moyo, when it's gone, what to do? I have had that problem too. Sometimes it helps just to wait until it's back, but sometimes you can help it by doing something that is have no pressure or no pressure, where the result is not important at all, and where you can just relax. So then paint by number is good because you don't have to think, you just use the numbers, use the colors that the numbers tell you. This is willow again. When I hear the word willow, I always think of a Swedish music group called Weeping Willows. They have this singer, Magnus Carlsson, which I think have an amazing voice, one of the best in Sweden. Very mellow music, so you shouldn't listen to it if you feel mellow. Okay, maybe, no, maybe the saddle brown. A little bit up there. Let's see. The difficult thing now is not to take away all the contrasts, which I mostly do. So toast now, and for dinner I have planned to do a mushroom risotto. I have realized that you can do these amazing food the day after, because we always get a lot of risotto leftovers, and you can put egg into it and make some how to say that, like almost like nuggets that you fry, so it feels almost like another dish. Very good. Oh, Belinda, hello, welcome. It's not often we are awake at the same time. Okay. Yeah, nice to see you too. Sorry, I'm eating my lunch. I'm not used to do streams the same time during lunchtime, but today it is. Okay. I would like to do some more on the trees, but I don't think they have. Maybe they're not dried enough. Let's see what I want to do with these. I'm taking out my polychromos. No. Okay, I'm taking out all of the warm grays in the polychromos. Welcome back, Norwegian. This is warm gray 5 polychromos. And 3. I think they are so tiny, these branches, so I think these horns. So I will go switch to colored pencils. Warm gray 6 again. Where I want it to be darkest, which is behind things and under the branches. I was almost taking out the water brush again because I forgot about that these weren't water soluble. Kenny, hello. And it's immediately a much slower way of coloring, as when you are using water brush you can be a little bit more unprecise when you put the colors in, but this is not going to move. This is how it will look. Okay. Hello, little birds. It's hard to see what is regular branches and what is the horn and what is leaves and what's background. It's a very majestic crown. Lossie, that is so fun. You just realized you had 5 pencils behind your ear. I hope you didn't have them there when you were showering. Kiwi, Mom, of course, go to bed. So sweet dreams. Thank you for being here. Especially if it's watercolor pencils, then I really hope you didn't have them behind your ear when you were showering. Yes, exactly, Leslie. I had the same thought. And then it was even more funny that you didn't remember that you had them there because it was kind of recently you took the shower. So you must have put them there very recently. Oh, that could totally happen to me. But no, it couldn't because I have never put pencils behind my ears. That is so funny. I have to try it. It's kind of a good place to have them. I must say. Okay, so back to the warm grey, or not back to, I don't think I have used it, warm grey 2. In your hair, you are putting pencils in your hair sometimes, Vicky. That would just work for me if I had a rubber band there. This is also so funny. That is so much fun, Lossie. You put them there without thinking what you were doing. It's like when people are searching for their spectacles, is that a word? And they have them in the hair. Glasses, maybe sunglasses and things like that. Rain chains for less. Good morning. You just woke up. Welcome to day 3 of the Woodland Wonders coloring special. After me will Vicky, the host of the whole event stream. Okay, this is very grey. I think I don't like it. Where is the eraser? Yeah, on the floor. I dropped it. Now I remember. Oops. Other things I have on the floor. A knife that I use for the tape. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. What happens if I bring in the white instead? Yeah, of course it gets whiter, but is that what I want? I don't think so. Maybe I don't have to blend it out. Back to the darkest warm grey 6. Vicky, can you post about your, or are there any of the mods in here? It's tell me what the name is, because Vicky's Coloring with Vicky, yeah. I always forget if it's color with Vicky or coloring. Good. Okay, this branch is really kind of not colored at all. So this is the warm gray too. Soon I think I need to switch room. Not today, but if I'm going to keep streaming some other weekend. This room is getting really, really hot because it have the sun shining in. I might need to go back to my summer room, my bedroom, where I have a little desk. Okay. Oh, are there a lot of books that are not available right now? I know that in Sweden they say that they don't ship to all the countries anymore due to the situation of the virus and everything happening around that. But I don't know. What kind of books and where have they been not available? And Warm Grey 3. Oh, so maybe they will come back when things start to be more normal again, which we hope things will be. Sorry, am I have I colored the crown without you seeing anything? Sorry. You should have one of these buzzers, electricity buzzers, so you could kind of buzz me whenever I'm outside the frame. Yeah, it will go back to normal. We just have to be, the whole world need to be patient. Okay, here is a branch. Where are you coming from? I didn't see you. Oh, Kenny, your eyes are still sleepy. Go and wash them. Yeah, I was thinking of having a what is the name? A giveaway soon, but it doesn't seem like the right moment right now as the post isn't shipping everywhere. Okay, here we have another one. and warm gray 2. So I'm kind of using warm gray 2 and a warm gray 6. Okay, there are branches everywhere, or the horn, the crown. No, you're right, Leslie. No, I want to go to the post office at the moment and stand 1.5 meters apart exactly. We have 2 different places where we can pick out post things, and I can't choose. It depends on where I am ordering from. But on one place are closing at 8, so it seems like it's always a lot of people there. The other place closes 10 p.m. And if I go there like 9:30, it's almost empty. Last time I was all by myself, so that was good. I prefer when I can pick up things there. Oh, you have Norwegian colors. You have a store that closes at 11 p.m. So you go there late and then it's not much people. No, that's good. I think the store that closes latest here is closing 10 p.m. I accidentally started a new page today. I was going to finish this before I started something new, my plan was, but then I wanted to wait to color this on screen. So this morning I started a spring page in Seasons, and my plan is to color it really quick and not to do much special about it, not overthink it. And just because I wanted some happy spring colors like green and a lot of green and yellow. Oh, here is another part of the crown. Which reminds me, I haven't watched the latest season 3 of The Crown, the TV series. I hope it was good. Maybe that was... Okay. I have an idea for the background color. I really need to, I don't know, do I have time? I still have some time, don't I? I'm gonna pick up my museum. Wait. So I have some museum, which is the Carandash watercolor pencils, artist grade, which are the same colors as the luminance. They're luminance colored pencils. So there are 72 of them. I don't have 72. I have around 40, I think. And I did see a color in my swatch book that catched my eye, and that is light malachite green, which is a very it is a very light malachite green. It's kind of turquoise-ish, greenish. I was thinking that maybe would work for the background. I do hope it works, because now I have started to color and it's difficult to take it away. So please look good. But I can always cover it with more blue if I want to. Yeah, I still haven't decided how to do the wings. And we have the little, or it's not that little, the egg. Hope this will look okay, okay. It's not that easy to do a watercolor background like this with just one color and hope it will look even, but my plan is to do one first layer just to see how it looks, and then I can hopefully fix it the way I want. Maybe it would have looked good with a yellowish background, more like very sunny or sunset or something, but well. I do like my turquoise and blues for backgrounds. There are so many small little areas around the branches and leaves. So I guess colored pencils might have been a better option. But let's play with the watercolor pencils. They haven't been out for a long time, so they want to dance. Okay, and one spot here. Okie dokie. Let's see. I guess you will not see much as it's so light. I have to remember that these are actual watercolor pencils, so they don't act as the Inktense, which means that when they are dried, I can still reactivate them with water compared to the Inktense, which is have dried to ink. My hand, I don't know if you can see it, but it's kind of greenish here because I do this all the time. I should have had a paper or something instead, but I'm using my hand to swipe off when I have too much water, and to feel if I have enough water, and to take color away from the brush. It's hard to remember where I have put in water and not. The difference between it. Mostly Museum is a very vivid, almost like Inktense. It's a very pigmented pencil. But this light color is really light. Well, it's very light indeed. But maybe not the right sky color. It's more like turquoise-ish. I think I finally have learned to spell to turquoise in English. I thought that was really, really difficult for a long time. If someone interested in my spellings. I think I might have done it all now with water. Yeah, I think I will go in now with the brown. Some brown on the trees. Let me see what kind of brown. I think I will take the bark, the inkten's bark. And maybe the oak. If I can find it, yes. Okay, let's see. Bark. Ah, thank you, Belinda. Yes, Lossie, that's true. Turquoise is a very odd word to spell. That's okay, Kenny. Sleep is better. If you couldn't sleep, then you might take some sleep today. That is just good for you. I also had problems sleeping yesterday. As I said, I was all overwhelmed by all impressions from the day. As I have been mostly super introvert for some weeks. And now I watched Sammy's stream and streamed myself, and I was just overwhelmed. Or my brain was, apparently. And all those tiny little places around the mushrooms. Okay. I'm not sure I want this oak in, but I will just try it on one place. Maybe, to see how it looks. Okay. Oops, it's very, very brown and dark. Maybe I should have taken a less brownish brown, like more grayish brown. I think I need to put this page in press later because it's kind of buckly. Bye bye, Lulu. Oops, I dropped the water brush. That might go in with some of the oak. To even it out. That nose. Is Robin here? I think I missed. I didn't see that. If I missed you, and if you are here, hello and welcome. Even if you have been here for a while. Okay. Let's see. Rain is Robin. Ah, that makes sense. Then I have said hello, but I didn't know it was a robin. Sorry. Okay, so this is the bark again. I think I will put a bit on the door as well. Yes. How, as usually I don't have a watch. How long is it until I'm off? Until you are starting your stream, so I'm not over streaming. This is the leaf green again. $30. Okay. Thank you, thank you. And that TV series I was talking about yesterday with Larry David. I thought it was called Larry David, but it's Curb Your Enthusiasm. That embarrassing TV series. Okay. Lossie, thank you for that countdown, that warning, the 30 minutes warning. Back to the water. I think I need to go over the small branches later with colored pencils to make them stick out a bit more. Or maybe shade behind them. It's not easy when there are so small areas when you use watercolors. Okay, let's see. Okay, I will try something here. What is this? This is Museum. Strangely enough, my pencils don't always have names on them. This is number 470. I'm going to try to do a patchy, leafy bush background here. And I want to do it kind of light as everything feels kind of dark. I think I want to do these branches maybe green as well. The small coming up here. This is kind of a very spring green color. I wonder if I could use this. Oh, no, that was too much color. Okay, let's just start with this one and see what's happening. I'm not really sure how this will look and what will happen with this bushy background, but it's a start anyway. Okay. I might turn some of the flowers more pinkish or reddish later. Oh, this was a cool color. I think I will add it on this to give some, and on some of the leaves, so they will stand out on top of the dark tree. Hi Maria, welcome. This is the last 20 minutes of my stream. I think I will go in with some more greens in the background. Not really sure which one. And I will also darken the branches so they will be more visible. My plan is to do this background a bit spotted, not so even, so hopefully it will look a bit like leaves and maybe like the sun is shining through, the strange sun that isn't on the sky but behind these bushes. Apparently. Okay, I would kind of like to do the wings green, but wouldn't that look strange? And we have the egg. I think I will start with a primrose on the egg, which is like eggshell in Prismacolor, I would say. And I'm searching for a darker brown. Let's see if this do. This is the Prismacolor dark brown. I just picked up a darker brown. I want to give the nest. Oh, Vicky, thank you. I hope this will look okay. When it's done, I might shade it a little bit, the whole nest, to darken it. The wings, the wings. I don't know. I really don't know. This is sandbar brown. Maybe it's... This is ginger root. Oh, sorry. Sorry. I'm just testing if that is the colors I want. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep doing that, and then I can make it a little bit more brown later. So it's Prismacolor, ginger root, and sandbar brown. And most of my Prismacolors and polychromos are in a big box, as I have been using them lately. What is it? 90% French grey. And the 10% French grey. No, I don't like that. Back to the 90% and the ginger root. Oh, Rebel, bye! Sweet dreams if you are gonna sleep. I wonder if it feels like this is needed one more color, but which is it? Maybe it's... I will try it before I say what it is. Green ochre it is. As if not the coloring was already green enough. Yeah, and I also need to go over some of the leaves again to make them stand out more and give them more color. This is spring green Prismacolor. I would use that for some of the lighter colors. Lighter leaves, I mean. And yes, apple green as well. And together. And what is this? Kelly green. I'm just picking whatever comes into my hand. Yeah, I can do that later. And I think I'm gonna do the hat and the dress and maybe the mushrooms as well, a little bit more reddish. Okay, green ochre. And the ginger root. Green ochre. And what is this? Sandbar brown. And the French grey, 90%. And some sepia. Good morning, Christiane. Norwegian colorist. We have to look up the flower. Oh, what was the name now again? Flying duck orchid. I will do that after. Thank you. The coolest flower you have ever seen. Wow. And Sammy will wash her hair so she looks nice for your stream, Vicky. Okay, I don't need to color here, but I could go in with this green ochre now on the tree as well. I think I will, from now on, use pencils on the trees as well. And ginger root. Where is this tree here? And sandbar brown. Well, I'm so happy that so many could join, even if I streamed a lot earlier today than normal. It have been nice hanging out with you this weekend. Sandbar brown. And sepia. So now it's Prismacolor. I have been using a lot of different mediums for this picture. Sig Clean Color Wheel Brush and Koi brush pens and Inktense and one museum and now Prismacolor and some Pablos for the mushrooms. Just a lot of different. Oh, Joanna, thank you. Thank you for hanging out here. I hope this will turn out good in the end. I'm not super happy with that turquoise background, but I'm not sure what else I would have done with it. Maybe I can... I still want it light though. But if I go in with some yellow on top of it, it will turn green. And we do already have a lot of greens here, so we'll see. Oh, thank you, Belinda. Thank you for being here. And good luck with deciding what picture you should color. Maybe you have already decided, but I didn't hear or see the chat. Okay, that was not the branch, that was the crown. It doesn't matter, I guess. And here we have some branches. Let me see. Sandbar brown. Nighty night, Leslie. Thank you for being here. See you on Instagram. This is Sandbar brown. I think I'm just gonna kind of not shade these so much, just do them so they will stick out. Kirby, yeah, Kirby, okay. Amazing. Is it his latest, Worlds Within Worlds, with all those tiny, I mean, all his books have these tiny details. I just want these branches, these small ones, to stand out against the background. So I'm making them kind of dark. Night, Belinda. Good night, good night. It was nice to have you here from the other side of the world. Where it's night and autumn. I don't know if that will look good, but I could do some light yellow highlights on the crown to make it look like it was kind of shining on them, but I'm not sure. Maybe I should have done a pink background. No, then the clothes wouldn't have stand out. Maybe I can just fix it with some more blue. Okay, Sandbar brown. And for these leaves, some lighter colors. This is spring green, Pablo. I'm just picking whatever I find next to me now in the mess. Apple green. Sandbar brown. And here we have a branch coming out from somewhere. Well, I will be so proud when I have finished this. My first Tomislav Tomić picture. Whatever the result, I will be proud that I dared. I'm doing the stems brown instead of green, as I have already so much green in this picture. I think I need to do something about the horns, maybe the crown. Lulu, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I hope I will make the contrast and everything come together in the end. I always go over my pictures in the end and try to shade them and fix them. But I think it's always difficult to get contrast, enough contrast to make it pop. But I always try. Yeah, I'm not sure about the crown. But that might be because I don't like grey. I never like grey. And the ginger root, sandbar, and maybe a bit of sepia. Oh, Lossie, have you finished a picture? Hello, Mona. And Shannon. And thank you. Thank you, Shannon and Mona. Ah, just one flower on a picture full of flowers. But that's good. It's great. You should celebrate every little step. Especially when there are a lot of details on a picture. So, okay, now I see one more sandbar brown. Sandbar brown. Here. Okay, here is one. It's difficult to see all the details. Oh, hello, Ella, and thank you, thank you. So I think I will leave you now and let you have some time before Vicky's stream. I don't know if you have any time. I don't have a clock. But I need to go to the bathroom. Oops. So thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you, Vicky, for this event. And this is how it looks right now. I will darken this up, I think, more. And I need to figure out how to do this. And maybe I do some of the flowers more pinkish. Yeah, you also need to pee. Well, I hope I will be able to join some streams in the chat. But I thank you so much for being here, and see you later.